head, but you guys come out. The only way to make the systems work is if you apply it. You got to apply it to what you do. I can't stress it enough. You know, you got to go out there and do it. We'll show you how to guarantee your success with your rentals, whether it's through the way you fix them, the type of tenants you're getting them, or what type of leases you're doing. Joe, I call him Lender Joe because his last name is, well, special. It's very hard to get out. But Joe Impagliazzo will be here. Actually, on the bus tour, he's going to have a breakdown of all the different properties and what it would cost you to actually get into the property. Saturday, I know Tammy mentioned it, we're going to have an inspector, a supervisor, and tenant placement people, as well as a lead paint person. Just real quick, we're going to show you how to acquire deals. And this is different from, we've had plenty of investors, like Chris and Kevin said, they come up, they come and see what we do. The difference with this weekend is we're actually going to show you where we get our product from. We're going to show you how you're going to get a little wholesaling 101, just a quick basic crash course on wholesaling, how we use postcards even to find deals, auctions, everything. There's actually a postcard that I used to use and send out. And like I said, Sunday we're going to go through a lot of the houses.
It's snowing outside.
I wish it was snowing. I never complained about the winter. We're going to go over funding the deal. We're going to go quickly over private money, how to use your IRA after you'll invest. A lot of our investors use their IRA to secure retirement. It's a definitely good way if you don't have a lot of capital to actually get into the actual business and buy several properties. We'll go briefly over commercial lending, but the main thing we're going to go over Saturday, Joe's actually going to be here on Saturday, and he's going to he will give you all the ins and outs, all the information he requires, the ups, downs, lefts and rights, what to do, what not to do. I've been in several deals where I thought I was helping myself out by trying to get money back from the government, and in turn, it was a mess trying to get our loans done. So he's going to show you what to do. Make it nice. We're going to show you what products we use. We're going to show you how to save money through Home Depot. Everyone thinks the big box stores, they don't give you discounts. We just put a $25,000 order in. We saved on flooring alone. We saved something like $7,000 on our flooring. We saved almost $3,000 on paint for a high-end paint.
Because you're going through the bid room.
We're going through the bid room.
Yeah,
And we're going to talk about that this weekend.
Yes, the bid room is one thing, but when you're talking about real numbers, if you turn around and buy material for a house up front, and you're going to use it in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you get a hell of a discount as opposed to going through the bid room. There's new ways that, I spoke to people at Home Depot. I will be sharing that as well.
Okay.
And we're also going to give you, a lot of people that know about hard money lenders, they require scope of work, they require draw schedules. We're actually going to hand that out, show you what we've done in the past to actually get your hard money loans done. We're actually going to give out a material list of the exact materials that we use. It's not a secret. We're actually going to show it to you, give you the actual product numbers, and you can see how much you could save by ordering in volume. With the rentals, this will be more on Sunday. The do's and don'ts we'll go over briefly on Saturday, but we're actually out at the job sites. And we'll show you when it comes to lighting. Are you going to do ceiling fans? It'd be nice if we had one right now, but maintenance-wise, it's probably not a good idea. And we're going to show you how to save dollars, to make things cost-effective, how the cookie cutter system actually works for you, and how it works into your, actually is a savings for you, whether you're buying them from us or you're doing it yourself. Oh, I forgot there's a picture. So there's one of our houses. Rent the unit, and this is the bread. This is going to be a bread and butter. This is where everything's going to come together. We'll have an in-depth discussion of how Housing Choice Voucher Program actually works. We're going to, yes, everyone knows it as Section 8, but now the new politically correct world we live in, it's Housing Choice Voucher Program. We'll go over the voucher. We'll go over the 60-day notice. We'll show you how to increase your rent potentials. We'll show you how to extend the life of your tenant. We're going to have a Section 8 inspector.
Make sure they eat healthy.
You need to go outside.
Give us some water. Extend the life of your tenant.
Very good.
Funny, I'm sorry.
So we're going to go over that. The supervisor is actually going to go over the ins and outs and find out why why it takes as long as it does. We're going to go over what the inspections are involved. There might be a special guest on Sunday, so those of you that want to see something very neat, we'll get a one-on-one experience on Sunday, so definitely come check it out. And then finally, we're gonna show you what's next, because once you do that first deal, like I said, I know Kevin's gonna be really excited, even though they did 5 deals right off the bat. But once you start getting that cash flow, how to leverage it, how to use Joe to your advantage, how to use private funding to your advantage, what exit strategies are we gonna have? We'll go briefly over property management. Obviously, we already have stuff in place. And we'll even do a little bit, everyone thinks multi-units is the way to go. We'll show you the difference between multi-units and houses. Everything has their advantages and disadvantages. You know, houses, there's, you know, you got, if you have 8 houses, you got 8 roofs, where in a multi-unit, you have 1 roof. But sometimes in a multi-unit, you might have 8 complaints when one person's stove's broken. So you gotta decide what's right for you. So it's gonna be very in-depth. There's gonna be a lot of material handed out. And the bus tour on Sunday, you're gonna see from the very infancy stage, from the very first house we go to is actually Burnout. And it's actually a 2-unit, but the numbers work better to where we're gonna convert it back to a 1-unit. And we're gonna go literally, every house we go to is gonna be in a different stage, all the way to a finished product. And like I said, Sunday, there'll be a special guest out at one of the properties and actually show us some stuff. So it's, it'll be a very good time. It'll be very informational
And fun.
and fun. We're definitely gonna